Haven't done a video for a while, a review, but I had to do one today because I've recently taken up metal detecting, and I'm going to be doing quite a few videos on my equipment and also where I've been going, which is predominantly the River Thames, so the new hobby of mudlarking. So today's video is to tell you about 3 pointers. I got a cheap one, my starter one, which was £22.50 or something like that. I then upgraded pretty recently to a Garrett, it's called a Pro Pointer AT, very popular with a lot of people. Just if you didn't know, these are basically when you find something with a metal detector, you can zone in on it with one of these. There's, although these look the same, there's quite a bit of difference. This is a much upgraded model, much better. So the primary purpose of this video is this model's just come out, which is a Quest Xpointer MAX, and when it arrived yesterday, I thought, yeah, got to do a video on it. As soon as I opened the box, I saw that, you know, it's got an app that comes with it, little magazines, just these small points that you could just see there was quality, a feedback form, and some stickers. Why would I want stickers? It's just the point that this is a £135 pointer. This is a £125 pointer. I think this just came in a plain box. Might have said the branding on it, I don't remember. But nothing special. This one is just quality. The only thing I would say that looked a little bit suspect, great flexible cable, but this is plastic, so I would have put a metal one on if I'd have been them to keep the quality there. But it also comes with a sort of protective end, a spare waterproof washer, and a big win with this one is actually rechargeable via this cable, whereas these are both 9-volt battery operated. This one went down the other day, and I nearly had to come home. If you just press it on, you can see, I think you might be able to see, it's got a digital or an LCD interface, and it's got 4 settings up to a boost, and it also is really cool that it's got ferrous and non-ferrous. So there's something alloy in there, as you see, and it's goes up to lots of different readings. So it's really cool, and the range on it is mental. I mean, it's already picking up that TV at about 14 inches, I would say. So this one is really cool. So I'll just set up a test now so we can see them against each other. I'm going to just use this monitor here because it's got obviously metal in it to do a test. So this is the Garrett AT Pro, and it gets to about there, which is a good range. So as I go in, it's picking up that TV, but it's about, I don't know, that's probably just about a foot. And then if you see this one, it's already picking that up on boost. About there. So that one's probably about 16 or 18 inches. I'm going to just take that one down there. So that's picking up there. That one's about there. And that one's about, so there's a good, couple of inches there. I don't know if you can see, that's sort of probably 2 inches difference. Let's just kill these a second. Will drive me mad. Okay. And then if we look at the cheaper model, now this one, had to use this as a backup the other day, and I actually just put it straight back in my bag. when I first started metal detecting, this was useful. It was a case of, hey, great, where's the piece of metal on the floor? And I could find it with this pointer. Since using the Garrett Pro, like I say, I put this on the other day. I was like, what? It's got one setting. So you just turn it on, and yeah, I just didn't really get on with it. And as you see with this test, it's, what's that, half the distance, probably 6 inches before it finds anything. So that's a major difference between these. And like I say, this one's really cool. In fact, there's a massive range on it. You can change the obviously the sensitivity of it, and the same features with this one's just on and off. These, the Garrett Pro and the Xpointer, have both got sort of vibrate only. This one's got 4, this one's got 3 settings. Hopefully you can see that. So I'll hold down this button here, and that's then running through the different settings. That's boost, low, middle. If you hold down this one, it goes into the volume setting. So sorry, it's this one. So that's going through to 5. Got the lost on or off, and the discrimination of. So as soon as you turn it on, which is really useful. I don't know if you can see that, but it tells me what settings I'm on: vibrate, volume, boost, and the battery's full. Okay, so in summary, I think this is a much superior model to the other units I've seen on the market. Really impressed. It's also got this little, it says this OLED display is actually sunlight visible. The volume 60 to 90 decibels. As you heard, it was pretty loud. And if you want one of these, the only place I could actually find one in the UK was Joan Allen Metal Detectors. They're not actually that far from me. And it was, yeah, it's expensive, £135. But hopefully it's you know, the best model on the market, and will be good in the field. So. Okay guys, so I thought I'd set up a quick test. First of all, start off with the cheap pointer. So if I'm looking around this piece of mud, it's not until it gets virtually on, wow, it's virtually on the coin I put in there. It's literally on top of it before it can sense it. Garrett Pro. So that gets not far away, a couple of inches. So it's picking it up as soon as I touch it. So this one actually, if you're really slow with it, it's actually sensing that coin just before it touches the dirt. So now it's picking that up, and it's about nearly an inch off the dirt. And the Garrett does need to hit the dirt. Let's just double check that. So with the Xpointer, it's about not quite an inch off, and it starts picking the coin up, and it's picking it up about an inch away. The Garrett, a little bit closer, and it has to touch. It's about an inch, so it is sort of doing the same as a TV that I tested. That needs to be virtually an inch closer. And then, like I say, the little one, the cheap one, literally needs to touch it. If we lift this up now, the coin I believe is there, which it is. So the cheap one doesn't see it, just about sees it. What's that, an inch away? And I'm actually touching it, it's not that great. Let me just check the battery on this. Okay, for the benefit of the doubt, I've replaced the batteries in the cheaper model. It literally has to touch it, Garrett. So just check, that's on 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that can identify it at about 2 inches. Okay, I don't know. That's interesting, I'm not sure it's picking up something else, but the coin picking up a 2 bar at about an inch, and then going this way just over an inch, marginally better than the Garrett. Okay, for this test I've just put the coin on the floor in a piece of grass. Let's see how easy it is to find. So with the cheap one, pretty easy to be honest. Garrett, maybe this is a bit of a simple test. Quest. Okay, interestingly, this is only works on the pointer. Let's see the other two. Yeah, so that's a difference, that these do work up the shaft as well as the pointer. I think that's the case for both of these carrot types. This one is the same, but it needs to be right on top of it. It looks like a Gpoint GP pointer. So this was the £20 one, and here's the coin. So it's just I think it's a halfpenny. It's one I found on the Thames. One of my favourites. It was, I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but it was literally a blank disc, and through a bit of electrolysis I managed to get a George III to pop out of it. So one of my favourites so far. Okay, so I'm not sure quite what the summary is. I would say that I prefer the Xpointer. I like the digital display. It's on par with the Pro Pointer from Garrett though. I think the Xpointer slightly wins over a depth. The range is greater by about an inch, which is maybe important, but the Garrett, I don't know, they're on par. I just prefer the new one. I think it's great. I think it's the actual, with the Garrett you've got just the beeping, but with the Xpointer you've obviously got a depth gauge, you know, the strength gauge visually, so that's something that I think I prefer. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.